Who knew a busty blonde in blue jeans could trigger Donald Trump tier meltdowns from the left? As I honestly didn't even want to speak on it, but now that Dunkin' Donuts is also capitalizing on this meltdown marketing, I find it hilarious that companies are turning crying into currency, as this is the original ads that broke their brains.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney.
This Sydney Sweeney commercial is so embarrassing. You are an embarrassment, Sydney Sweeney. Go back to school or do some ayahuasca or something.
I will be the friend that's too woke because those Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ads are weird. Like fascist weird. Like Nazi propaganda weird.
The issue is it's marketing to white supremacy. And if you're fine with that, great, you're a white supremacist.
Going off into insane theories.
I mean, it's no accident that Sydney Sweeney's initials are SS.
As even rappers are getting into this.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color. My genes are blue.
This sign is specifically appropriate for these people. Your fragile triggers are not everybody else's responsibility. Unless we're talking about the SIG, but that's a completely different thing. As nobody freaking out into their selfie cams really looks like the target demographic for a brand called American Eagle. But somehow these people were programmed into thinking the entirety of the internet is only here to coddle your fragile feelings. Never mind the irony of someone straightening and bleaching their hair to look like Sydney Sweeney, then weeping at the idea of it occurring naturally being a good thing. But I guess only certain minorities are allowed to be proud about being different. At least these ads are working, adding $400 million to the company's value, having every single left-wing publication giving them top-to-bottom coverage, stating that this is Nazi propaganda, an unbridled shift towards whiteness, and even Good Morning America dedicated an entire segment to it.
The blonde-haired, blue-eyed actress talks about genes as in DNA being passed down from her parents.
The play on words is being compared to Nazi propaganda with racial undertones.
Activates troubling historical associations for this country. The American eugenics movement weaponized the idea of good genes just to justify white supremacism.
Despite that backlash, American Eagle stock has been soaring.
I can somewhat understand idiots online taking to social media to cry about how an ad offended them, but when mainstream news networks parrot those same talking points, that's when you know the pipeline from outrage to income is official, as even Dunkin' Donuts is now getting in on this.
This tan? Genetics. I just got my color analysis back. Guess what? Golden summer.
Now, I originally thought dudes aren't gonna rush to social media to sob over this. I honestly believe men didn't need to see representation the same way women do, but good God was I wrong.
Bro, you sell f***ing coffee. What are you doing talking about genetics?
In this ad, he's talking about my genetics, first Sydney Sweeney and now this.
Now, I don't know anything about this Netflix star featured in that commercial, but it seems like the general consensus from the left is that he represents all the evil MAGA classifications they love to cancel, as just like Sydney Sweeney, his ad is getting bad press. But it seems like it originates from his social media presence, as Reddit calls out his liking of Texas Governor Greg Abbott, as obviously a Republican governor is going to have conservative views. And since the guy also likes other posts from actor Dean Cain, who criticizes terrible takes around Kyle Rittenhouse, who calls out attorneys who are notoriously known for race baiting, and retweets posts from the Dilbert guy, that's apparently all the evidence they need to try to cancel some actor, as I saw some other stuff about him sleeping with Netflix extras and being against the vaccines, but honestly it all seems to be more gossip and rumors, as they not only try to police the thoughts of actors, but whoever they might affiliate with, as the woke mob always eventually comes for everybody. So it was only a matter of time before normal people pushed back. The phrase "get woke, go broke" became an economic principle, as luxury car companies like Jaguar tried to rebrand woke and crash their sales over 97%. As the internet's resident expert in ending wokeness suggests, Bud Light was the beginning of the end of this. It's just funny how far it's swung the other way now, as it's no longer enough to promote your brand to your target demographic, ignoring the emotionally fragile fringes of society. Ad agencies can actually target these sobbing social media users as a form of free promotion for their products, since at this point in time, everybody can easily identify an ad on Instagram and naturally tune it out. But nothing brings your brand back into the spotlight than how much that brand offends the same people that probably hate you. As American Eagle managed to rebrand as more than a fashion choice, but a way to trigger the left, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more companies do the same. So if you want to trigger these shrieking socialists on social media, or maybe you just appreciate my concise, lighthearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, subscribe to Decoy Voice.